Hi all, Hal here with more Empyrion, Galactic Survival. And I just wanted to say, happy Friday everybody. I hope you are having a fantastic week and that you've got a good weekend lined up. If not, I apologize for you, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But anyway, so I just wanted to touch base with everybody, let you know what we've been doing, because we have been doing a little bit of work here around the base. Let me show you. As you can see here, we've changed the entrance here just a little bit. I'm going to take you down into the hangar area and show what I've been working on. But before I do, first, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for, all the likes and comments, as well as just, being awesome for who you are. It's greatly appreciated, everybody. The channel has just absolutely been growing. I would even go so far as to say almost exploding with the rate of growth. It's completely humbling, and I just want to say thank you, everybody. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so with the sappy stuff out the way, let's go show you what we've been working on. So as you can see, we have opened up the hangar space. I did make a change over here on the wall. As you can see, we got a little bit of stuff going on. So what we've done here is we put in a small command center so you can actually see what's going on out there. The hangar is only enterable from the one direction now, directly from the north side of the mountain. The area below here, which I originally had opened as a small hangar entrance, has been mostly closed off. It's now a bunker entrance instead. We'll get there in a minute. We'll show you all. So yesterday, during today, Thursday, the folks at Eleon Games released the 1.4 update. Yeah, I still haven't gotten anything done back there. Go this way. So what they've done is in the CVs and HVs or even base turrets, if you have a command console set down, you can take remote control of your turrets. I have not actually put one in place yet. Here to show you what we're doing on this side. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and jump up there, see if we can make one. We'll put it down and see if that'll let us control the turret up on the roof. But I'm actually planning on I think I'm going to put a point defense turret out here. We have already cleared the recurring waves of base raids from the droids. So what we're going to be doing is, it would just be basically for looks, but I do think I'm going to put one out here, maybe put it like right here on the corner. But yeah, so it's been an interesting week so far. Let's get up here, see if we have the materials to put a chair together. So I don't know if you can put these in the bases or not. Let's go take a look here. Just filter for what's available here, and no, we can't put any of the cockpits in. Alright, so, which is a shame. But basically what you're going to be able to do now is, if you have additional cockpits or in theory chairs, but I think it's any of the terminal based stations, what you're going to be able to do, so we'll show you over here. Actually, let's bring up this one. When you go to your turret, you'll have an option down here that'll be basically to take control. This is the new statistics page for those who haven't seen it. It tells you how many cargo boxes, ammo boxes. Basically, it just gives you the stats about your base. 2 stations, 1 cannon turret. We don't have the ability to take control of it, though, unfortunately. So we do still have to go up to get to ours. You can change your faction still. Oh. Can we access the cannon turret from here? There it is. So yeah, basically from the control panel. So you just come in, highlight the turret that you want. Wow, my turret's actually taking damage. I have to go repair that. And then you click the access. And it gives you this nice new UI, which is, it's actually a nice change. I'm really liking this. So, And then, of course, you can do this on the... well, technically you should be able to do it on the SVs, but because SVs don't have any turrets, you can do it on the CVs and HVs. All you need to do is make sure you have a... How do you get up? And then T to exit. Okay. That's easy enough. So that way you don't have to go out and get shot at when you're trying to get into your turrets. But yeah, it's good to know that that is actually working. Actually, let's go up, because I do need to go up and fix that, because I didn't realize it had taken as much damage as it had. Up the elevator. Thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and repair that up really quick. So yeah, it's the developers have really been busting butt on this, man. I mean, that's the changes are just coming fast and furious over the last week or two. We've seen a lot of really good updates. Some of the things that we now have is when you're in vehicles, you can actually look at the statistics for the vehicle, and it'll show you your flight profile and dynamics. In fact, let's go take a look at our SV. And yeah, I made a little bit of a change to the entrance here. As you can see, we got a bunch of lights and stuff. I put the columns in just because I thought it'd be kind of funny. It actually turned out pretty well. I'm surprised it came out as well as it did, actually. I'm thinking about taking this column, extending the blocks out here, actually. Can we... I should just go ahead and use the drone, shouldn't I? At some point, it will become second nature. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put one there. And we're going to put one there. And what I'm talking about doing is doing something like this. Hey, look, I had exactly enough. It's nice when it works out like that. All right. So just to give you an idea what this thing is looking like now. I do like having the drone. It does make things much easier. Now, if we could just tone down the sensitivity on this thing, it would be a little bit better. And it looks like we got a little bit more distance on our control range as well. So we actually get pretty good distance on this thing. To show you what this place is looking like. I do need to come over and put some supports in on the corner there. But yeah, I am going to put a turret out here on the corner, I think. Alright, so let's go. Can we crash this? Nope. Can't crash it. Oh well. It's worth a try. Anyway, let's show you what they've done in here for the UI for the ship. So when you bring up the control panel now, and you come over here to the statistics, you can actually see what your flights, basically your acceleration profile, your flight profile, is going to look like. So with what I have installed right now as far as RCS is concerned and thrusters, it's telling me, you know, I can roll at 30 kilonewtons of force, I can pitch at 100 kilonewtons of force, which seems about right. What's really important, though, is knowing your lift profiles. So because the ship is so small, even with all of the things I've added to it, I'm still able to escape the gravitational pull of the planet. I'm at 50 meters per second squared. So for a 1.0 gravity planet, right, you need to be able to exceed, I think it's just terminal velocity, which is the 9.6 or 9.3 meters per second squared. It's been a long time since I've had to deal with basic physics, people, so give me a break. So effectively, anything over like 13 meters per second of lift, and you should be good to go. So at 22 meters per second squared of direct lift, I can actually escape the planetary gravitational field, which is true because we know we have done it. Whoops. So what we're going to do is take a look at this thing. I keep wanting to press and hold the Alt key to get this to be able to take off. So basically what I've been doing is I'm adding some thrusters. And the reason why I have such ridiculous lift now is because I've added, 6 more lift thrusters. We've got 3 on either side now. And we've got 4 lateral on both sides. We've only got 2, or 3 rather, ascent control, and then we've got the 7 descent control. So if we get out of this mode, we go forward. Oh, I don't have any forward thrusters, which is why I had a 0 meters per second rating on it. So I can float indefinitely. So yeah, we do need to add some more thrusters. We will be getting around to getting all of this stuff sorted out and updated. But I did want to give you an update on what was going on with, the build as well as the ship. So we are going to be working on this a little bit more. I'm not going to be doing it today, at least not on camera. What I may do, because I'm trying to figure out what it is I really want to do at the back end section of this thing. I may even just go ahead and put the door back on it like it was. And then just use these as recessed nacelles, so they basically sit back on the ship. And then have, I don't know, maybe put like a seat or something back here. But I had been thinking about doing it as a more of a pickup style build, so I'd have some cargo containers on one side and, maybe some refrigerators on the other, or cargo containers on both sides and a couple of refrigerators up front or something. Just something to increase my ability to carry cargo. Because this is not really going to be a long-term combat ship. This thing... pardon me. Got a case of the hiccups today. This thing is really meant just to be a shuttle. And that's basically how I'm going to treat it. So while I do have a cannon on it, and I will be putting a second cannon, it really is just for more defense than it is for offense. For the time being, however, because it is the only ship that I have, it will be doing a little bit of double duty until we've got the resources and the time to build an actual combat vehicle that we'll be using when we get to new planets and new systems. So like I said, this is really just more of a shuttle. It's get resources to the planet, from the planet to the CVs, and from the CVs up to down to the planet as well. I keep wanting to say up and down interchangeably. There we go. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Let me see if we've got... I did make more engines and the pod and the landing pad. Okay. So I'm not really using the landing gear at this point. I'm finding that I actually like the landing pads more than the than the landing gear. So let's go ahead and put these in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. So I am only using maneuvering thrusters for everything except propulsion. I am actually going to put in a cluster of different engines because I want to have the atmospheric engines so I can kill, the basically the heavy thrusters to see if we get any more efficiency out of the engines. Because in theory, the atmospheric engines should require less power to burn in an atmosphere. However, the game being what it is, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. However, we'll see how it actually works. And what we'll do is, since they are working on some of the systems right now, it'll give us a chance to get a little bit of numbers behind it, even if it is mostly anecdotal, because it will be just ours. We don't have a whole lot of people that are basically repeating the experiment with us. So we're not sure if this will hold true or not over the long run. However, but we will give it a try and see. And I do need to get you to lift a little bit more. There we go. And you are there, 1 back. Okay. Right. Yes, okay. And it's not perfectly level, but we can change that, because what we can do is if you press and hold O by default, it'll auto level your vehicle now. And it looks like it did it. It did it. It starts doing it the moment you tap. So the further you are off center, just press and hold O, and it'll auto level you out, and that will put you at perfectly flat for hovering capabilities. So if we get out now, she shouldn't be drifting unless my weight has offset her a little bit. Yeah, see? So yeah, it works really well. So right on, devs. Thanks for the update, guys. Really enjoying the new changes. So now we'll go ahead and set down so we can go ahead and get that done. Now, I did have somebody mention that they expect my my open base here, since it's technically underground, or the portions that are underground, to start reclaiming dirt. Basically, something goes on with it when it's saving where it will start backfilling, but I have not seen that yet. I don't know if it's because of the way that I am digging things out, or if maybe that's just not happening the way they thought it was. It's possible that maybe somebody that they had seen, or maybe on their own. Not saying people, excuse me, don't know what they're doing or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying there have been times when I opened up a save and I realized I had reverted my save to a previous state. It happens. But like I said, I haven't seen it. So I don't know if maybe I'm doing something different or doing something wrong in comparison. But I will definitely keep an eye open for it. And if I do see it, I will be the first one to point it out that I am seeing it. So no harm, no foul. Thanks for the heads up from the folks who have told me this. Hopefully I don't run into it, but hey, you never know. If I do, I will definitely let people know. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. It's just more of an update of what's going on. Just want to let everybody know, you know, what's going on around. Do I have any? Oh, I don't have any more blocks. Blah. I have to get some more blocks. Yeah, I just want to bring everybody up to date on what's going on with it. Like I said, there was an update yesterday. If you haven't seen it, I will try to remember to put a link to the patch notes in the description of this video. There's all sorts of stuff going on in there. Things like they've changed the way that terrain is rendering. You can now have grass on slopes. They've added a new laser turret POI, which I have not found yet, and I don't think will be on this planet because I've already flown around it, so all those areas have been rendered in. But we will definitely go looking for that. I want to see some of these new points of interest. The enemy ion cannons have been rebalanced. You know, they fire less frequently, but they do more damage. So hopefully that'll balance, because right now previously they fired very quickly and did a decent amount of damage. So now they fire at a much reduced or much lower rate, and are doing a marked increase in damage when they do hit. So things to just keep in mind. But like I said, it's just a huge change list. Links will be down in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you throw it into the comment section below the video. Just wanted to say thank you, everybody. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, I do ask you to subscribe. I think we've said it a million times, and I'm going to say it one more. It is greatly appreciated. I do honestly appreciate the fact that people take time out of their day to hit that either one of those buttons, let alone both of those buttons. It does help the channel to grow. You know, let's be honest. It is something that is kind of self-serving of me to ask for, but at the same time, it does also keep you up to date with things that are going on around here, and with the changes in my personal status. Beginning in the month of April, I have much more time to do things on the channel. So I am planning to do more things. I think over the last week or so, you've probably seen a marked increase in the number of episodes and types of episodes that are coming out. And hopefully you've been seeing an improvement in the episodes that have been coming out. So anyway, if you haven't done so, I do ask you to subscribe. Like I said, it helps the channel. It helps keep you up to date on what's going on. And I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. For the folks that'll be here for the live stream, I will see you tonight at 7 p.m. U.S. Pacific time. For everybody else, I hope you have a fantastic Friday night and a terrific weekend. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Okay, let's go get some more blocks. Woohoo! Do. We've got a base. Do 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 do. We've got a base. Do 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 do. Whoop! I got a jetpack on.